Can't drink Diet Coke unless I use like a lime intro. I love that. Yeah. Those citrus. I love it. What number are you on? Are you a four showing?
Yeah, course
I mean, I love that.
Yeah.
I love it. You can appreciate it. Ariel,
I can't do it. Is health problem? I can't tell you whatever about her past health problem. So I'm gonna put you with a trio, so you're still gonna be able to work on this. We got 2 legs, so that's a good thing. So I'm gonna put you at the front with Karen and Danielle. Okay, is that good?
My best advice is if you feel like you're behind, don't speed up. Hands and everything together. Their body, your hands, your feet. There's a lot to manage at one time. Yeah, it feels weird. We're safe. You all did really good. I saw lots of good. I saw way more good.
make sure your table heights are safe before you start body work.
Bring it.
I'm joining you guys for a chill. Yeah, come on over, Kitty.
Things like this.
And then just
Squeeze it.
perfect.
Okay. Oh, yep, go for it.
All right, so you know, in a sea of green tables. At least for now, like this one's color. It almost looks really pretty. Like a kelp forest.
Sky of blue and sea of green.
Submarine. ¿Lista? ¿Lista rápido? Mira. But I'm very tiny. Todavía. Okay. Ready? Siguiente.
No.
And then te me haces
Stay on
la-
this side, and I'll turn toward you.
Yeah.
And then come to this side. A Band-Aid for my ankle. Your ankle? Yeah, I got a I didn't even see one come in. You okay?
Yeah. It's weird when him and his wife.
Ahora vamos a subir tus, dobla tus pies.
Okay? Yes?
I don't even know where.
Yes, feet. Your yes, feet and legs.
Yeah, probably.
Ahora means right now.
I haven't.
What is it?
Ahora?
She mentioned.
Ahora,
it.
ahora.
I haven't thought
Do you know
about it.
Spanish?
I took 3 years of Spanish.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Here or somewhere?
Here in California, in San Jose, Andrew Hill High School.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Very
That was
good
back
job.
with me.
It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, but I just wanted to.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. No, it's like, oh, that's scratching the back of my brain.
Okay.
Thought about that stuff.
I'll stay this way, and then right before you come back. Okay. I'll turn over.
It's okay?
Yeah. Damn, girl. Damn. I almost hit you.
You did.
In my defense, I didn't know
You
you were
almost
right
didn't
there.
survive that.
I know.
What are you doing?
I'm waiting.
Harassing you because you can't get away now.
Pretty much.
Trapped.
You're vulnerable.
Listen, Karen.
Where are you gonna go?
I'm not the one to mess
Get
with.
away from me now.
You're the one.
I'm not the one, not the. You're the one, not the what?
Okay. You saw the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
One day or something like that.
No, she's like, you're not the two, you're the one.
Yeah, it's from one day with
You get to
Palmer.
do, she gets to do, I think we figured it out.
Okay.
Cool, alright.
Whatever's clever.
Alright, very cool. Demo. Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna have that stuck in my head now.
That's 4. Susanna was demo yesterday.
What are you making? I didn't choose to be demo. It just happened.
I don't know. Want me to chop that real quick? Okay, Jenny, here we go.
I'm gonna just sit down on the chair.
All right, y'all.
Just kidding.
Allie's gonna start demo. Go pay attention.
No, not
Please. Go over there and learn something.
You need a scrunchie?
She has a clip. Yeah, she has a clip. I'm gonna take it, okay? I'm really jealous of all of your long hair in this class. My goodness, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. That's kind. Thank you. Can I get some oil from someone?
I have lotion.
Put some on my face.
Every day.
That's true. That's why you don't need medium to work on somebody's face. It makes its own.
Okay, so we're going to review the back so that you can see the back. All right, so first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna
Round in.
little too far down. All right, big breath. Exhale. Good, big breath. Good, and exhale.
All right, starts off with cat's paw softening. You get to the sacrum. You can do the sacrum press on your client's exhale.
Big breath in.
And cat's paw back up. It can be. I mean, slow's always better. As long as you got the time. And then you're going to do an assisted exhale at their shoulders. Good. Then it's time to undrape their back.
Let me work. I love that you guys want to help.
And of course, we start with 3 full effleurage, just like always.
This is the new one. I haven't worked with the new. Have you worked with the new oil yet?
No.
I haven't worked
Is it
with
Sacred Earth?
Yeah.
I mean, I've used that brand before.
It feels like oil.
I need to order a bottle of that one that feels better, just so I can have it here. There's this brand of oil that I like better.
When you put in the oil, you already count the effleurage?
On the leg, because it's a broader area, I apply first. Yeah. However, if I was working on someone who had a very broad back or broad shoulders, I could absolutely apply first. It's your preference.
Yeah. Once you get into doing your own thing too, they kind of blend together.
How's my pressure doing? Good? Yeah.
Is that your third?
Mm-hmm.
Then it's the 3 circle effleurages, or more accurately, like 3 hearts. Make sure you watch your fingertips when you come around the side there. Be mindful of breast tissue. And now as you transition, you're going to compress the scapula, ribs, and waist as you come down your client's left side. Scapula, ribs, waist. And then you're right there to start petrissage of your client's right side. Notice how she's not getting her thumbs involved with this. You don't need to when you're working on a bigger piece. As she comes back down from the petrissage, she's going to switch to finger frictions on the erector spinae muscles near the spine. Still pushing away. And working up her client's right side. Notice how she kind of follows with this as she goes. She takes a little step every once in a while, because as she gets towards the top, she's going to start coming around the top of the table so she can transition to the other side.
That would be like X's and O's?
Yeah.
Just X's.
Just X's.
Just
X's.
X's.
And then she's going to smooth out all that friction with palm chasing palm. I'm going to follow that down to her client's waist where she pivots, and then palm chasing palm back up the other way. Hands are going to glide down to her client's elbow and wrist and gently put that arm behind her back, where she can then use her outside arm to brace the shoulder while the inside hand traces around the scapula. Remember, down the middle, up the outside. Magic number is always 3, right? And then after the third one, she's going to glide to the wrist, drape that arm off the table, and petrissage, starting at the elbow and working up to the shoulder. Notice how she's doing this facing the head of the table, because that enables you to get all the way up into the shoulder. If she came the other way, she'd have to stop at the armpit. Once you work your way back down to the elbow, you can glide down, pick up the arm, put it back on the table. You're going to come to the corner of the table for X's and or O's on the scapula. Just like we always do with friction, once she's done enough, she's going to smooth it out with her palm. Good. And she's going to pivot just a little bit, into the center, and do frictions on the rhomboids. Again, so she's doing frictions down. You don't need to go all the way down. Rhomboids end at the edge of the scapula, so as long as you go down to the edge of the shoulder blade, you're fine. X is down, and then you can do O's back up. And then, just like always, you smooth it out, palm chasing palm. She's going to let this take her all the way down to her client's waist, where she's perfectly positioned to start petrissage of her client's left side. We're just going to repeat everything that we did on the first side, now on this one. So petrissage all the way up, and then all the way back down. Once you're at the waist, you can start finger frictions on your client's left erectors this time. And again, you're going to follow it up as you go, nice and slow, so you can kind of work your way around the top corner of the table to get to the other side while you work. Once she finishes the frictions, it's time to smooth it all out with palm chasing palm, as we do. She follows that down to her client's waist so she can pivot and palm chasing palm back up. When she finishes, she can glide down to her client's elbow and wrist and put her client's arm behind their back, and then support that shoulder with her outside hand, while her inside hand again traces around the scapula, down the inside, up the outside. After that, you glide down, hang the arm off the table, and then petrissage, starting at the elbow, working your way all the way up to the shoulder and back down again. At the end, arm gets picked back up onto the table, come to the corner of the table for frictions on the scapula. It just says finger frictions, but X's and O's is how we do everything else. No reason to make it different now. So friction, 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 and then make nice by smoothing it out. She's going to pivot again towards the midline of the table and frictions down the rhomboid area, starting at the neck and working down past the scapula. Once you just pass the scapula, you can just come right back. And palm chasing palm to make nice. Since this is the last one, and you're going to do an effleurage after this, you don't need to come all the way down to the waist. Although sometimes I make students do that and pivot again. The next thing is a full effleurage. This effleurage ends at the back of their neck, at the occipital ridge, so you can do some finger frictions on the occipital ridge. Just, just lean back like you're hanging off of that thing and do some circles. Believe me, they're not going to complain. For a while. It's a good time to check the time, see how much time you got. If you got plenty of time, you can spend it there. If not, you need to move on to kneading the neck. You can do both. You're going to do both sides kneading the neck. So just knead one side, switch to the other. With a good amount of practice for this, your client can not even realize you moved when you switch sides sometimes. After kneading the neck both sides, you switch to a final full effleurage on the back. Again, this is the last time you're going to be, this is the last touch you're delivering to their back, other than the tapotamon after this, but you should make it good, because this is what they're going to remember. After that, time to redrape the back. Remember, one step at a time. Don't be reaching across and pulling sheets out with one hand after leaning over the table. Come around one side, untuck. Come around the other side, untuck, and then pull the sheet back up. Make sure it's where it needs to be. Recreate a cuff. It's important to be able to do the cuff. And then tapotamon. Tapotamon. My advice about tapotamon: don't start off fast. Start slow and speed up. All right. Once you've done tapotamon, you're gonna undrape your client's left leg.
Alright, so start again. If you didn't hear me while you're on the table taking a little nap, this is the way that I undrape the leg. A lot of instructors do it differently. It's as long as your client is safe and you feel safe. Awesome. All right. So I like to go ahead and I like to start off by finding the edge of the sheet, because I feel like that's way less intimidating than grabbing from here. All right. So I like to find the edge of the sheet, accordioning it in to then expose the heel. Now, sometimes, I know that the first round you had some troubles with this, and I'm sorry I didn't foresee that trouble. If your client has their heels really close together, you can just take their foot and bring it out. All right, super simple. Okay. So you're going to take it out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm still going to follow that seam. All right, that edge, follow that seam. I'm going to come up here where I think my client's wrist or waist is, and I'm going to accordion. Boom, there's my client's forearm, and I am going to tuck at the waist. If you're finding that when you're draping that you aren't exposing the hamstrings enough, then it's probably because your tuck is too low. We don't want to tuck at greater trochanter, and we don't want to tuck right at like tailbone, kind of like right here, because then you're not going to be able to go ahead and to get those hamstrings. And then when we get to a high hip drape, I'll show you how to high hip drape, but for today, we're just going to focus on this. So I have accordion. I am going to tuck, all right? We're going to use the back of the hand to tuck, not the front of our hand to tuck. Again, there's my seam that has been my friend, all right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here, okay? I'm not going to start up here. When I start rolling, that's how you do a high hip drape, so just wait, okay? So I'm actually going to come down here, and I'm going to start rolling. And I'm keeping the sheet still close to my client. I'm not lifting it up. And I'm rolling, and as you can see, it's created, right, this nice kind of streamline. And then I'm going to pull a little bit and push the weight of it down so my client can feel that there's a weight, and it is below their knee, right? I'm not sticking my hand in between my client's upper thighs. So just right down here. This is where it's very important that you're going to want to pull for slack, and you're going to want to pull from slack going from this bottom corner, okay? If you pull from up here, then you're just going to pull down all of that drape, and we don't want to do that, okay? So aim for the bottom corner. You're just going to pull some slack, okay? I pulled some slack. Now I'm going to hold my client's leg like a football, all right? Or like a baby, like a newborn, right? Sometimes we hold them like this, or we hold them like this, okay? So depending on your client and the length of their leg, you can half your work by just lifting up their leg first, to then come underneath, all right? And I'm going to put Jenny's patella in the palm of my hand, okay? All right? And then I'm going to use, yes, I'm going to squeak. Okay, I'm using this chicken wing here to go ahead and to secure her to my body. And I'm going to use my legs to be moving her leg up and down, all right? I'm not doing like anything weird like this. I'm gonna lift her leg. I also don't have to lift it super high up, okay? With my outside hand, I'm gonna slip underneath, find that seam that I've been working with, there it is. And I'm just going to pull, okay? So, you'll get there, okay? All right, so here, and when you pull, I like to make sure that it goes up to my client's hand. Sometimes, depending on the kind of sheets you're working with, you won't get a lot of that slack. Remember, these are extra long twin size sheets. Okay, so standard size massage sheets, sometimes they're too short and they don't go all the way up there. Just make sure that your client does feel safe. And you can even check in with them too. Like, you feel good, Jenny? Safe?
Yeah.
Cool. All right? Awesome. All right. So the leg is a broader piece. So I like to apply first. And that is going to be plenty of oil. And for this sequence, when you felt, we're working on the bottom of the foot. So make sure that you get some oil on the bottom of the foot. And we're also working on the anterior leg. So make sure that you do get some oil on that anterior part of that leg. Ready, Jim?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Starts with 3 full effleurage, just like always.
Awesome. So here's the effleurage. When you get to the knee, take a little step. And then you're going to take a step back.
Practice
back.
that stutter step. Super important.
Right? When you get to the knee, you're going to take a step. And when you come back down, you take a step. Last one. And step.
Now you're going to go to effleuraging while raising the lower leg.
So my right hand's going to go underneath my client's ankle. My left hand is going to do an effleurage from like the calcaneal tendon down to the posterior knee. I'm going to do the first one. Your client's leg is going to be down. You're going to go 1, and then you start to raise, and then you do 2, and you start to raise, and then you do 3. All right.
And the hand comes over, and you're going to do friction circles on the medial and lateral malleoli and calcaneal tendon.
So when I was demoing on Lisa while y'all were having your little nap, she has a very beautiful arch. So my wrist was like this. So this hurt. It didn't feel comfortable for me. So I just moved it where I did hold her foot down here. Okay, so if you feel like, oh, that doesn't feel comfortable, come ask an instructor and we can try to figure out a way for it to make more comfortable for you.
After the medial and lateral malleoli, it's wringing the ankle.
It's like a salt and pepper shaker. Both hands around the ankle, stacked one on top of another. It doesn't matter if your left hand's on top or your right hand's on top, okay? And you're going to just wring the ankle. You don't have to do their whole leg, okay?
Yeah. If you feel like your hands are getting too pushed apart to hold on to it, you don't have to go any farther than that. After wringing the ankle, it's our dance moves: disco, rock. And song.
So for disco, we're going to go down here. All right, and then we're going to rock the calf down, and then the sole, we are going to work on the sole of the foot. I like to use a loose fist. All right, I have seen some students use their thumbs like this. From my most professional experience, I recommend you try not to use your thumbs as much as possible.
Yeah, the bottom of their foot's way tougher than your thumb. It's not a fair fight. Use your fist.
And then from here we
Petrissage
petrissage the whole leg.
That's what I always
Ringing.
forget.
Yeah, ringing. Alright, and then we are going to do, remember that same ringing that we did on the body? We're
Compress
gonna
and
do
lift.
the whole
Just
thing.
like that. Perfect. Again, look at her thumbs. Right? Save your thumbs whenever you can.
Mhm.
This is one of those times.
And as you can see, my fingers aren't gonna go underneath
Yeah.
the drape here. So what I did, I just shifted my body, okay?
Mhm.
So that I can go with the
Yeah.
line of the
You
drape.
can never ever put your hand on the sheet. That line is a communication of where you're going to stop. If you can just do that, then if you just put your hand on it, then there's no safety.
It can. If they're asleep, then they probably won't put it back. Jenny put it back. You can always lift their leg, or you can check in with them.
After the effleuraging the whole leg, it's time for clamshells on the gastrocnemius, kneading the gastroc. This, fun fact, is also petrissage, compressing and lifting. You're just doing it with one hand at a time and using your thumb. After that is going to be splitting the gastroc.
Okay. So lining yourself up behind their calcaneus. Now you can go ahead and you can use your thumbs here to go like this. Again, personally, my professional experience, I don't like using my thumbs, so I have opted for here, which you're more than welcome to do.
Both are good and have their advantages.
Yep. Jenny, go and take a big breath in. Breathe. Yeah. Heck yeah, girl. Out.
Go ahead and forward with 4 fingers.
Yeah,
Over the
I just have my thumbs just kind of tucked in, and then my pinkies are just, mine are short, so they just can't reach. Yours might though. That's totally fine.
Up the middle.
Yeah. Splitting or creasing that gastroc.
Stops right there at the knee. No pressure on the back of the knee.
Yep.
And then you glide down and then start a normal effleurage. And then she's going to skip the knee and switch to soft fist strokes on the hamstrings.
Fist.
Alternating fist
Oh,
strokes.
sorry, alternating fist. I'm so
Alternating
sorry.
fist strokes first. The other one comes later. So alternating fist strokes all over the hamstrings. And then you switch to the thumb strips. Same kind of motion if you watch. Look at her thumbs. Her arms are and feet and everything is all doing the same thing. She just switched from fist to thumbs. You do one line, and then you, like we said, you can do one line up, and then you can hop over and do another and do the other line back down if that's what you want to do. Or you could just glide down and do 2 lines that move up. Either way is fine as long as you connect your moves and have good flow. After you do the lines, then it's a double fist effleurage now. All the way up, you follow the edge of the sheet, and then it ends up with a mothering hand and soft fist compressions on the glutes.
Big breath in.
Yeah, make sure you ask for a deep breath and
And
compress on their exhale. Notice how it's a compression and a bit of a twist in there too. Right? Try to
Breathe
pick
in.
2 different spots. Then after the second compression, you're just going to glide back down to the ankle gently and finish with one final effleurage. After that, you redrape the leg and you're done.
Redraping, you just go backwards. So end it at the hand, start at the hand, bring it down. Okay. Again, I can half my work by bringing her leg up a little bit, holding it like a baby, lifting it up. Scoot that over, lowering her leg. Okay. And then I am going to untuck. So then, so you see how I untucked and all of this just fell down on its own, so I didn't even need to pull from here. Okay.
And so she's keeping her hands on the edge of the sheet. She's not even getting anywhere near her client with that.
Yay.
Beautiful.
Alrighty, do you have any questions?
We're gonna call you through it. You'll be fine.
Yes. Okay, so we're gonna have you turn over. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the little visita.
Go back.
Go back.
Go back.
We're gonna start with the leg, but make sure you check in with your client.
And then I'll
though.
do
You
one
don't
leg
wanna
hitting,
start
and then you'll do the other one. Yeah?
going
That way we can.
Check in. Make sure their legs are all right. You can do body work on them. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and undrape their left leg. Remember, one step at a time. If you need help undraping their leg, just give us raise your hand. Oh yeah, you were just in a pillow. I was gonna say other leg. Yeah, you should be undraping your client's left leg so you'll all end up facing me when it's all said and done.
Oh, cool.
If you need somebody to spot you while you do the leg draping, give us a holler. One step at a time. Remember, keep track of the edge of your sheet, accordion up and uncover the foot. If you want one of us to come and show you how to do it, we definitely can.
Does it feel good?
Don't ever roll on. Well, if you roll on, don't do it reverse. You're gonna pull this through, and if it's all rolled up,
And then you're gonna start from here, and you're going to roll under.
this is perfect. No. You're exactly where you need to be. Pick up her leg.
Now you're going to.
Grab that edge. And now what you're gonna do, watch what I do. You're gonna pull through is your lunge, right? So pull through and up towards your hip.
The knee,
Above that.
the knee in your palm.
Make sure you lift up her leg higher. There you go. Get it past the hamstring. You gotta get her hamstrings off. Okay.
This.
That's good. And this is perfect. Now you just need to tuck. Make sure it's secure. And then the other thing is you can adjust this hip. Now.
Nice to meet you. Okay. All right.
Roll it. And then the pants. Perfect. That was great though. How we doing? It took me like 7 months to get to that protocol grade, which is why I am kind of passionate about teaching it, because I broke it down into the exact steps, because it drove me crazy.
There you go.
Months.
Okay. So
So I
all
finally
this
figured it out.
just comes up here. Good job. Okay. Okay. And then Juju gets to do the other leg. Okay. No his leg. Okay. And then same with this trio. One does one leg, one does the other leg.
Okey-dokey. Okay. All right. Looks like everybody's got a leg undraped. We all good?
One does the other leg.
All right. I'm gonna start calling it out. You guys ready? Ready as you're gonna be? All right. First step is 3 full effleurage. Remember, don't forget the step together step. Don't reach. If you feel like you're starting to reach out there, take a little stutter step forward. Don't bend at the hip. Don't bend at the waist. There you go. Yeah, practice it. You're gonna run into somebody eventually where you have to do that to get their whole leg. Even you. There's somebody out there who's got a long enough leg.
I don't believe it.
It's possible. You never say never. I was the same way. I had super long legs too. I was like, I don't have to do that. And I worked on job. After 3. All right, good job, you guys. After 3 full effleurage, it's time to what is after that? Effleurage while raising the lower leg. So you're gonna switch to a straddle stance, facing me by your client's ankle. Right? One hand is gonna go underneath the ankle. The other hand is gonna do a downstroke on their gastrocnemius and come back up. And then you lift their ankle a little bit more, down and back up. Lift it a little more, down and back up. And then their foot should be, the bottom of their foot should be pointing towards the ceiling. From here, you're going to take your right arm and it's going to come up and over their foot with your right hand on their heel. And then your left hand is going to go, and your fingertips are going to go to their medial and lateral malleoli. And you're going to do some nice gentle circles around the medial and lateral malleoli. Let your hips help you do this. It's not a big move, but you can still do it. Good. You don't need to do that forever, just do it a little bit, and then both hands are going to come down to the ankle, and you're going to wring the ankle. Squeeze, twist, and go down, and then gently glide glide back up with no pressure. Do it a few times. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to switch to we're going to start our dance move now. So the first one is disco. Both hands start at the ankle. One hand's going to stay there. The other hand's going to glide down their gastrocnemius as you lower their foot. Right? And then you come back up. Both hands come back up the ankle. And then you're going to do the opposite side. So the foot goes the other way, and the other hand glides down to their knee. And then comes back up. Rinse and repeat. 2 or 3 more times. There you go. Good. Good deal. All right. Once you've done this a few times, both of your hands are going to come back up to the ankle. And you're going to grab it, put a little bit of traction on it, and then rock that ankle down to the pillow. Good. Once their foot is on the pillow, you're going to switch to a soft fist and knead their sole of their foot. Yeah, the sole of the foot. Good. Use those knuckles. Nice and easy. Remember, it's a soft fist. You don't have to be squeezing your fist as tight as possible. All right. Good, good, good. Once you've kneaded their sole for a little while, you're gonna pivot back around into a straddle stance facing me by their ankle. Right? Now it's time to petrissage their entire leg. So remember, thumbs in, you're going to compress the sides, and then use your knees to pick up. Right? And you're just going to compress and lift, compress and lift. And you're going to do that and inch your way up their leg all the way to the edge of the sheet. Yeah, you got to put it all together. You know? It's like, so come down, press, lift. Good. Yeah, I know. Well, yeah. All the way up to the edge of the sheet, and then all the way back down again. Please be careful as you get to the top of near the edge of the sheet. Watch your hand on the inside of their leg. Also respect the edge of the sheet. Our hands, even the tiniest bit of our fingertip, cannot go on the edge of that sheet. All right, so get up there and then work your way back down. You should be finishing up at the ankle. Good, 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 good. Keep those legs moving. I know it's tough when you're like, okay, my hands, wait, now my feet, okay, my hand, I know. Give it time, give it time. You just got to practice. All right, once you get down to the ankle, now we're going to use our thumbs and we're going to do clamshells on their gastrocnemius. Try to get your hips involved with this. Let your hips pull your hand away. All right, you should be bobbing back and forth as you do this. All right?
Okay.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to squeeze a little bit on this one. Need that gastroc. Very good. Now we're staying at the gastroc, though. We're not going up too far because we still got to split the gastroc next. So when you're ready, you're going to pivot to a standing lunge. This time, your thumbs or your fingertips are going to go to that spot just at the base of their gastrocnemius muscle. And then you're going to use your thumbs or fingertips to apply pressure and split those two halves aside. This is a great time to check in with your client because for some people, it might feel like you just stuck an ice pick.
Pressure okay, Danny?
Is that okay? Yes. More.
Good. Once you have split the gastroc, glide back down to the ankle, and then you're going to start a normal effleurage up the ankle, just like normal. And then when you get to the knee, you're going to hop over the knee with your hands and switch to alternating soft fist strokes on the hamstrings, just like this. Remember, again, use your hips to push your hands. Your hips move your hands. There, she gets it.
You're doing a great job.
That's exactly what you got to do. Good. Cover their whole hamstrings with those long, soft fist strokes. Once you have covered their hamstrings, you're going to switch now to thumbs. Right? Make sure you use a safe, supported thumb, just like this. And again, it's the same kind of movement. This kind of like thumb chasing thumb strip. Make them vertical this way. So pivot, yeah, facing the hands. Hey, perfect. That's exactly how you do it. Right? And so you're gonna do a line with your thumbs up. And then you can either hop over and do a line back down, or you can just glide back down and then hop over and do another line up. Right? But it should look like this. Right? Good. Try to keep your thumbs in. Don't extend your thumbs out like this. If you're doing this kind of thing, you're going to hurt yourself. Right? Keep them nice and solid in. Use your wrists. Good. After you've done 2 lines of thumb strips at least, both hands are going to glide down just near the back of the knee, and you're going to switch. You're going to make a soft fist with both of them. Put those together, and you're going to plow all the way through the hamstrings with both soft fists. Once you get to the edge of the sheet, follow the edge of the sheet out to the side, and then you can leave one hand there as a mothering hand, while the other one, the inside hand, is going to do 2 compressions on their gluteus muscle on their exhale. So the first step, ask them for a deep breath. And then as they exhale, you're going to compress in and twist your hand as you do it.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Perfect.
Do 1, and then again.
Ooh, a little left, a little left.
Pick 2 different spots, too. Don't do it in the same spot. Like I said, I prefer upper medial and then lower lateral personally, but that's just me. All right, after the 2 compressions on their glutes, you're going to glide both hands all the way down to their ankle while you back up with it. And then you got to do 1 last final full effleurage on their leg. Make it good, because this is the last one. Practice your step together step. Don't reach. Don't reach. And then glide back down again. Make it good. All right. And then redrape your client's leg. 1 step at a time. Remember, untuck. Move the sheet down away from the danger zone. Then you're going to pick up the leg, and you're going to gently push that sheet back under it. And then you can find the edge, and very carefully, while keeping the sheet low, pull the sheet back over their leg and recover safely.
Your turn, Kitty. I didn't get your name. Karen. Karen Kitty. Thank you.
All right, if you're in the trio, now it's time to switch to the other side of that trio.
Did you need some lotion? I did. I'm so sorry.
And now it's time for the next person, or the same person, to break their leg. 1 step at a time. You know, if you're nervous about it, just take it slow. 1 step at a time. That's all you gotta do. Right? Keep the edge of the sheet. Uncover to the foot or even the back of the knee. Uncover at least to the foot. And then you're going to tuck at the hip.
Oh, Daniela. Okay. Hi, Danny.
Where the sheet's going to go.
Have you ever held like a newborn?
And then
Yes.
you
Okay.
adjust it.
I had 2 babies.
Oh, perfect. So then you're,
And
you like
pull
play
the
football?
sheet
Yes.
through.
Same
Back
thing.
carefully with their leg.
Football.
off the knee.
Okay.
Football. Alright. So then that way, then you have this hand and you.
Yeah.
Try to use your good body mechanics. You should be using your lifting with your legs and using a standing lunge.
We're gonna do it.
Okay. So tucking up here, because you saw how when we were moving all that, it was moving all this.
Yes.
So tucking here and at the waist.
Tucking here
That's
at the
okay.
waist. And then
So
doing
it's
that.
a
So
lot
you go
better
ahead and
than
you do
other
that part.
things being exposed.
Oh, yeah.
But if you do this 2 times too, you gotta worry about that sheet. Yeah.
Exactly. And then you can just bring all of this up into her.
Alright. See, most of y'all got it
There you
going.
go. Up into her hand. There you go.
Alright, if you have your legs draping secure, you can go ahead and start with some effleurages. Right? Apply motion and 3 full effleurages. Take your time. Don't reach. If you have to lean over like this, don't do that. Just do this. Right? Pretend there's like a string tied to the middle of your head and then it's holding you to the ceiling. So you can't bend over.
Your body is also not going anywhere. You don't have to look at it.
Yeah.
You don't have to do this.
I mean, if you think about it, it's kind of weird if you're staring at your client. Imagine your client, you open your eyes and it's staring right at you. It's kind of weird. All right, looks like you guys got your 3 full effleurages down. So in your next one at the ankle, and then you're going to pivot to a straddle stance facing the windows this time. Yeah. And it's going to be your left hand under the ankle, right hand is going to do a downstroke on their gastrocnemius, and then glide back up as you pick up the ankle for a little. And again, glide down and back up, and then one more time, down and back up, and you're going to end up with their bottom of their foot pointing at the ceiling. At this point now, you're going to have your left hand come over and rest your forearm on their foot and put your hand on their knee. And your other hand, your right hand, is going to go to their medial lateral malleoli and do friction circles, nice and easy. Right, just stay around the bones, around the ankle. It doesn't have to be big movements, it should be small. But just because it's a small movement doesn't mean your hips shouldn't be doing it too. Right? Good. Once you're there, then both hands are going to come down to the ankle, and you're going to wring the ankle. Squeeze and twist, and bend your knees as you go down, and then slide back up with no pressure. Do this a few times. Yeah. Just wait. And then you're going to switch to disco. So this time, both hands start at the ankle, one hand glides down as the other hand comes to the side. Come back up, and then opposite side. Alright, make sure you lean with it. Dance. Alright, just like any practice. Alright, after you have done disco for a while, both hands come up the ankle. You're going to turn, give it a little traction, and rock down. Here you just lift the soft fist and just knead the sole of the foot. Okay? Yeah, you need the sole of the foot. I really do they suggest not using thumbs for this. Soft fist. Yeah, that works. That's the way I learned it because of this next move. The next move is you're going to pivot back to a straddle stance, and now it is time for petrissage the entire leg. Alright, so compress and lift. Remember, for this one, keep your thumbs in, don't use them. Right? Kind of like you just got, bend the thumbs. Compress and lift. There you go. That was perfect. Good job, Judy. That's exactly how you do it. Alright, all the way back up, or all the way up, and then all the way back down to ankles. Very good. Now once you get back down to the ankle, now we're gonna just focus on the gastrocnemius. We're gonna knead the gastroc. This is also a petrissage, but instead of mitten hands, we're gonna use clamshell hands. So you lean in, squeeze the gastroc, and then pull up. There you go. Good. After you do that for a little bit, you're going to kind of take a step back, pivot to a standing lunge with your thumbs or fingertips at the base of the gastrocnemius, and we're going to split the gastroc. This is a good time to ask for a deep breath, and often to check in with pressure too, because this can be really sensitive, especially going down the middle of that gastroc. Some people, that's pretty gnarly.
The John
Yeah, the right person. They got tight calves, man. Come over to the side of the table. See how he's doing. Yeah, see how he's doing like that? So lean forward. There you go. Perfect. Alright, glide back down to the ankle after you split that gastroc. And then we're going to start a normal efforage with the ankle, just like we did in the beginning. Start the efforage, and then when you get to the knee, you're going to kind of hop over and switch to fists. And do alternating fists on the hamstrings. So normal on the gastroc, skip the knee, and then switch to alternating fist strokes on the hamstrings. Remember, these are long. You're not just like, it's not fist pokes, it's fist strokes. Right? So make it long. Right? Cover the whole hamstrings with those fist strokes. Again, your hips move your hands, so let your hips push your hand where you want it to go. Right? Once you have covered the hamstrings with those soft fists, you're going to switch to thumbs and make sure you use a nice solid supported thumb like this, and you're gonna do thumb strips. Start just above the knee, and you're gonna do alternating thumb frictions like this in a line all the way up to the edge of the sheet. And then you're gonna glide back down, or you're just gonna hop over, and then you do it again.
Okay.
Yeah? Good deal. Two lines of thumb strips.
Like this, alternating thumb strips. So coming here, and then think of it like a ladder.
Great.
And you're
After the
climbing
two
up
lines
a
of thumb
ladder.
strips,
And then you might want to try coming down here and do it. There you go. Now you got that thumb action. There you go. And take a step.
Double fist that thigh all the way to the edge of the sheet. Slide along the edge of the sheet. Where you're going to leave one hand to be a mothering hand at the side, and then your inside hand is going to be able to come in and find two different spots on the glutes to press. Remember, you need to ask them for a deep breath, and then you can press on their exhale and twist as you do it. Alright? One and then two. Try to find two different spots. Like I said, I like upper medial, lower lateral, personally.
A little lighter.
And then after you have done both compressions on the glutes, your hands just glide back down the leg, back up with it as you go. This is a backward stutter step. Now I know it's getting fancy, right? And then one final F barrage on their leg. Take your time with it. Use a little more pressure. Go a little bit slower. Make it good, because this is what they're going to remember.
Oh, okay. I was like, who was that?
Once you got that done, great job. Get your client redraped and get them off the table and dressed, and make sure you get a face in while you're at. That's it. So let's get body mechanics.
I can help her off the table. You've got to have her turn.
Oh,
You good? Yeah? I know.
one step at a time. I'm sorry. Your client safe. What? You need a hand or you want to let one of us know. Come around and help you.
I'm like, it's because I kept saying what?
Oh, that's why. Oh, okay. So it's your fault.
Yep. Raise your arms, your clients, taking in safety.
I'm sorry. No problem. No, thank you.
Nice and slow. If you're worried about it, just take your time.
No, that must not stop you. Okay.
Need a hand or want somebody to spot you? There's one of us to help.
Got it?
Better?
Ready?
It's well, and it's
Oh, there's a lot to see.
Oh, very great. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for everything.
Thank you so much. Remember to give your praise sandwiches. Need that feedback.
How do we do, girl?
a lot of ways to trade
Thank you. It takes just a little bit more.
Did you do these?
previously?
Yes, I did.
You did? Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll just find out.
Okay, let me know if you don't see it.
Yeah.
I'll redo it.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. So I have one more day with you.
One more day.
No, meaning like I have one more day in the week being in person with you. So if I can't find it.
You're off Thursday and Fridays?
No. I'm with you online, but you guys are only in person Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I meant
Thursday and Fridays online?
Thursday and Friday's online.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did not know that.
Yeah, Thursday and Friday is online.
Baby wipes.
Feel what it's supposed to feel like. That a lot of times is like, oh,
Actually, can I have another one?
now I know what it's doing.
Like now I know how I wanted to feel for that person. Yeah. I feel like I do pretty deep just because I do like get this.
You did great.
But yeah, this is what I'm trying to be out of
Like I said, exaggerate it. Make it feel weird at first. I'm not kidding. If you exaggerate it and make it like crazy at first, you'll eventually settle into what it's supposed to be, what it's supposed to be.
something so cute.
Right? But if you start minimal and try to make it bigger, that's so hard to do. Right? When you start crazy, you'll not. Yep, make sure you guys get everything put away. Before you put them away. Always clean.
Natalie, did I drop a Sunny Angel picture yesterday? Sorry, okay.
Kitty,
Yes.
you forgot to put this.
I saw there was already one in there.
Oh.
So maybe I'm gonna just.
I downloaded it. I found